yeah, I think, you know, that. We need the facial scar, makeup, the burn, that. We can't change the hairdo, can we? Because the hairdo looks different.
The finest clothes for the finest
Never
citizens.
used rental. Yeah, I didn't have enough money to be able to do that part where we get this outfit, and I was like, because I bought the wrong thing. I bought a different outfit, thinking I needed it to get into the place, and then it was like, no, you don't understand. They didn't let me in. I bought Ottoman male outfits, and then it was like later, once I went to the barracks, so I saw how we get into this place is to wear the scarf and dress as an Ottoman woman. And then I was like, shit, I don't have any money now. So I thought, well, let's see if it lets me rent, because it doesn't give me a price for rental, and it was free. So it's not so much renting as it is borrowing. And you don't have to give it back till you want something else, so... But yeah, there's no, like... no face... there's facial hair, but there's no, like, head hair changes, right? So...
Of course.
I guess we'll have to go like this. And we're not even giving the clothes back to the same clerk. Yeah, exactly. I guess they're just all one franchise. It's like, nah, it's like Enterprise. You rent a car in one place, you return it to a different place, and they don't give a shit. They're like, yep, thank you. Well, you have to arrange it, but still. Let's just make sure we're doing this right. So we've got a file on the dude. Oh my god, the guy has like a full set of armor. That's why he's called Panzer. He's literally, you know, the man in the Iron Mask. He's not the man in the Iron Mask. What was his name? Ned Kelly. He's Ned Kelly, basically. Just wears a full suit of armor and becomes a bandit. If he's an Australian, I'm going to lose my shit. Dangerous fighter and a practical man. Well, that's a shame because I have the skip combat option, so I guess he's fucked. He's known to be paranoid, wears a suit of armor. Any of his warehouses be compromised, he'll slip away from the island. File on the Eel's lieutenant. Top Hat Jones, one of the Eel's lieutenants, might know more than the common smugglers. He's likely to talk to anyone who's... Oh, he's unlikely to talk to anyone who's not part of the gang. He can be found in the north side of Silverton at the Finch Cannery. Okay. We have another informant on the inside of the Eels. The informant can be found near Warehouse 3. Ex-military lost an iron battle. He will respond to the code phrase, "How much for the fish?" However... I mean, anybody could ask him that if he's selling fish. If I approach the wrong person, his position may be endangered. Well, that's why we have code words. They'll look and say, do I look like a fishmonger to you? They're not going to go, hey, that guy over there's a spy. So, you know, so we've got that. But we'll try... Actually, let's talk to that guy first. Let's talk to that guy first. So he's near Warehouse 3. Well, we can just go there, I guess. So he's over there. That's Warehouse 3. Let me place that marker to talk to the man on the inside. He's around there somewhere. Cool. Alright, where's the nearest fast travel? It's all the way over there? Jesus.
The best antiques in the district.
So, Holmes just stepped off of the set of Saturday Night Fever. Look at this shit. We're staying alive. So paranoid, I bet he's carrying a silver chopsticks with him at all times. He doesn't even know how to use them. Yeah, probably not. Still asks for a fork and spoon. Hell, I can't talk though. I know how to use chopsticks, I'm just not very good at using them. Mainly because of my damn broken knuckle. Makes it kind of hard to articulate that finger now, so... yeah, this way, up here. And over here. So we're looking for a one-eyed eel. Oh wait, that sounds wrong. That sounds terrible. No. 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 God damn it. Ooh, look at the old one-eyed trouser snake, are we? No. Not in the least. Oh my god. Well, obviously that's the eel's logo.
The paint is fresh. This symbol was drawn recently.
In China, the nobles used silver chopsticks, cursed with some poisons, silver discolors. I did not know that. That's cool. Alright, well, you've got both your eyes, I think. Yeah. He's a Liberian, unfriendly diver who likes dogs. So if I disguise myself as a dog, I can talk to him? Around here maybe? Like, this is the whole ass warehouse, so...
My crossing former should be somewhere around here. Try not to mess it up, or you'll blow his cover.
Yeah, obviously.
Pay them to look the other.
Who's on the gang's payroll? Is a dog lover? In what way? Don't want to know. Questions should not be asked and answered like that. I don't know. Keep on payroll. Easy job. Coppers. Last month's raid. Get a day off. Bribe. Gang tensions. Need a drink. So we got bribe and obviously coppers. So we need one more item.
Why do we have to pay?
Get a day off. Last month's raids? Nope. Bribe, yes. Easy job. Coppers, yes. Need a drink. Gang tensions? Keep on payroll. There we go. Keep the coppers on payroll with bribes. Cool. Obviously. Overheard the eels discussing how they bribed policemen to turn a blind eye on this warehouse. Interesting. So they don't want anybody looking too close at this place. Do you have just the one eye or a fake eye? Nope. You're Turkish, so it's probably not going to be you. What about this Michael Jackson figure here? English smuggler, friendly glass eye. This must be the dude, but let's look around for someone else. Recently arrived. Irish. Suffering from dysentery? Ooh. Gross. Breeds bees. Hey, everybody needs a hobby, even gangbangers, right? You don't think about that. Like, well, what do you do on your off time? I breed bees. I think they're very important to the ecology. You know, and pollination and everything, yeah. I mean, obviously, it's going to be the man standing around who stands out a little more than everybody else. What's up, bro?
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Hey, you're a lucky man. I know about this.
Oh, do you now? Alright. Tell me then. The informant was unable to reveal Panzer's location, though he did tell me that eels reduced the number of guards at Warehouse 3. They don't want anybody looking into this place, but they reduced the number of guards to it.
Helpful, but all right.
So is that a false lead? Do they have they done that intentionally to be like, yeah, don't make the place look too suspicious? A peculiar symbol painted on the warehouse wall. Yes, obviously. Can I ask someone about that?
Is this familiar to you?
Brother, you found the right person to ask.
Sign for corrupt policemen to look the other way. Ah, okay. So maybe it is Warehouse 3. Maybe they're like, we bribed the cops, so we don't need a big detail on 3. Give it a low-key look, and that's where this guy's hiding. Maybe. So we can go look for the lieutenant. North side of the Finch Cannery in Silverton. Well, let's see. That the Finch Cannery, isn't it? Yeah, I think it is. So it's going to be there. Yeah, we can delete that now. Let's go find this guy.
Yeah, I did.
And since we're dressed as a gang member, he will talk to us. That's why we needed to look the way we do. Hello? Who are you? A Welsh lowlife? Oh. Well, I'm not going to just talk to anyone. Dude's name is Top Hat Jones. Well, he's Welsh, so obviously he's a Jones. No, I'm just... It's the man in the top hat. Duh. Out of the way, out of the way. I'm first. Oi, where's the boss?
I can't seem to find the boss. Where's Panzer?
I'm not your nanny, you daft muck snipe. I need to get more men to warehouse too now, so quit bothering me, will you?
Needs to get more men to warehouse too. Okay. Top Hat Jones mentioned he needs to get more men to warehouse too. But at the same time, we know... Oh my god, that's not telling me much of anything. Are we supposed to just figure it out from those two disparate bits of information? Look the other way on Warehouse 3. Not many guards. Lots of people in Warehouse 2. Oh. Task is to capture Frederick Panzer, the boss of the Eels gang. Service has been led to believe he can be found in one of his warehouses in Silverton, which we cannot tell to be sure to assess the situation. Once you have a chance at this, you have one chance at this, enter the wrong one, he will escape. Needless to say, that would be unacceptable. What if I just walk in there as a gang member? How's he gonna know? That's the point. Top Hat Jones, one of the Eels lieutenants, might know more than the common smuggler. He's unlikely to tell anyone who's not part of the gang found there, told him. To infiltrate the Eels, you can disguise yourself as one of the gang. Find out about Hart, we've done that. I'm just going to read everything and see if something else jumps out. I'm going to go and look at all the other warehouses as well to see if there are any other logos. Were you at the other warehouses? Maybe there's more gossip. Yeah, I'm going to do the 4 rounds, but I'm just seeing if we can figure it out from this. They work with local fishermen of the name Cordona Fish Company. Stuff the fish with the heisted gold. Ooh. So... Is it a goldfish? Badumtish? No? Okay. Alright, that was terrible. You want to buy some goldfish? Not that kind of goldfish. He's paranoid. He prefers to oversee the smuggling operation personally. So wherever the actual major operation is where he's going to be. And if the cops are told to overlook a place, that must be where they're working out of. But we will go have a run around Warehouse 2 as well, and 1, and see if anything else pops up. Excuse me, officer, there's a gang down there. You might want to do something about it. They didn't pay you to look the other way here, you know. Go earn your money. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I can go this way. Just set fire to all of them. Yes. Timed explosives. We need timers, synchronized, plant bombs on all of them. Blow them all up. Problem solved. Is that armor bomb-proof? I doubt it. But this is the warehouse.
Not bad.
I'm not seeing any logos or symbols on them. I really hope just walking up to it doesn't actually trigger the fail state, though. That would really suck. Yeah, these guys aren't chit-chatting. I'm not going to talk to anybody. So that's the Cordona Fish Company. So... Ooh, I'm not going to go... I'm not going to actually touch the door.
Boy, these crates are heavy.
Again, just in case. That's like, oh, you failed! They're like, fucking goddammit. Well, I can delete that. Like, minefields like that in video games really annoy me. Like when I got the task wrong of identifying... Oh, it's this way. Identifying the killer on my first try just at the beginning of the stream, and all I did was try to talk to someone, and I'm like, that doesn't mean to say I'm accusing them of murder. I wanted to talk to the person, get some information. And the game was like, you failed. I'm like, what? I didn't mean to do that. That's not what I... That's not my understanding of what I thought I was doing. Look at these cops just standing there, gang over here. Dude over there popping a squat. Look at him. Oh, hello. To Italy. And beyond. Fish scales, Italy. Yes. Okay, game, I get it.
It's strange, but why should we complain?
Nothing suspicious seems to be going on here, though. Like, this just looks normal to me. And nobody's chit-chatting.
What a bunch of loafers.
I know, right? Italian loafers. Sorry, no. Not talking about shoes. So there's nothing kind of standing out about this place. And the lieutenant said to get more people to Warehouse 2, which you would think is where the operation is. But if the boss prefers to oversee the operation himself, he'd be the one getting people to Warehouse 2. Right? The smuggling part of there, because they're going to have a legit end to the business to maintain cover. So they import fish from Italy, and then they stuff it with gold. Actually, no, hang on. Let me double check that. Am I? Warehouse 1 is located on Oars Road. The crates with fish are transported to Italy. Warehouse 2 is located on Ebenote Street. Workers are complaining the crates are heavy today. Top Hat Jones mentioned that he needs to get more men to Warehouse 2. Gang of smugglers operating between Cordona and Italy, working with the local fishermen under the name company, Cordona Fish Company, stuff fish with heisted gold to be transported to Italy. And that's where the crate was going to. Sorry, I got that wrong. Yeah, Italians are cool. I like Italian people. They're fantastic. They're fantastico. No, they are. They're great people. I love the Italians. They are really awesome. They don't take shit. And that's, you know, and not in a French kind of don't take shit way where they just set fire to, like, tires on the roads near the ports every other week. No, the Italians just don't give a shit. That's their form of not taking shit. It's to just not give a shit. You tell them to, you know, like, a company will try to force them, like, workers into doing a thing, and if they don't want to, they just don't fucking do it. They're like, no. That doesn't fly here. Fuck you. I'm going to keep working. You're going to keep paying me. And you're not going to change shit. And that's it. That's how they deal with it. They just brush it off, laugh at you, and then keep going. And I love that. They are pretty damn cool. And they make nice cars. I'm a Lamborghini man myself. So, although overall, top of the tree for me is still Aston Martin. Gotta have an Aston one day. So they stuff... I don't know what we're doing here. Like, all 3 bits of information. All 3 bits of information here don't help. Let's review. This gang, this seems to me like it's going to be one of those just guess. Like, nothing stands out. I've been in Italy for a basketball game. During the practice, overseer of the place came to us without knowing English, offering coffee by passionately yelling, "Caffè Italiano!" Caffeine, yes. You're like, oh, cool. Just point at the black liquid coming out of the thing. Yeah, jetta juice. And you're like, yes, give. So let's review. These gang, the eels, they steal gold and shit, jewels from this place. They stuff it into fish. They smuggle it to Italy. Okay, that's their MO. And the boss likes to oversee the operation personally. He's so paranoid. And they have 3 warehouses which they operate out of. Warehouse 1 has crates of fish to be sent to Italy. Warehouse 2, well, the second in command is hiring or trying to direct more of their guys to Warehouse 2. And at Warehouse 2, they complained the boxes are heavy today, like they have gold in them. Warehouse 3 has fewer guards. They've got less people there today. The cops have been told to turn a blind eye to the place, which means they're doing bad shit in there. All 3 of these locations are clearly involved in the trade. Which one does the boss work out of? This is the problem. He could be in any of them. There is no information here where it's like, oh, they're definitely not doing the bad shit here today. Warehouse 1 has boxes of fish going to Italy, and we know that's how they smuggle the gold out. Warehouse 2 has heavy boxes, heavier than normal, meaning that the fish inside them have been like stuffed with gold, so they're involved. And Warehouse 3 has been, you know, placed off limits to the bribed cops. They're saying, fucking stay away from here. Number 3 is stuffing the fish. Number 2 is storing and transporting to number 1. Yes, that seems to be the route. In which case, which part of that production chain does the boss prefer to oversee? Does he want to oversee the stuffing of the fish, the storing of the fish, or the transporting of the fish back to Italy? None of this helps me. Like, none of this really helps me. Like, all 3 of them are as equally sus. Number 2 doesn't seem to know why they're heavier because they didn't stuff it themselves. Yeah, that's true. They were curious. They were like, what's going on? Why are the fish so heavy today? Well, they're heavy fish. We caught some fat fuckers today. That's why they're heavy, you know. So if the boss ain't there, the people there probably don't know anything about what's going on. But if he wants to oversee that the gold gets out properly, he would be at number 1. However, if the crates are arriving at number 1 to be shipped out, and they are already sealed, he'd have to unseal them to check them, which is kind of not the point, right? Good thing there's a save option. Yeah, but I don't like doing that. I prefer to live with mistakes, so... And the stuffing would be the most important thing. Makes me think he's at Warehouse 3. And if they warn the police off that place, he's probably there. They don't want the police coming in because he's there. So, you know, like, he would prefer the police not raid the place where he's at. Because the other 2 places are alarm bells for him. The police raid one of those places, he slips away. Right? He can't do that if they raid the place where he's at. And the eye wasn't on the other places exactly. I was kind of hoping there'd be like 3 different symbols in the places that let the gang know what's going on. And it was like, oh, one of them is kind of a bit of a tell that the boss is there. So I think he's at 3. He's known to be paranoid, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, he prefers to oversee the smuggling operations personally. So the stuffing would be more important, because not all of these crates are going to have fish, right? Maybe some of the stuff at Warehouse 2 didn't come from 3. And the reason why they need more people at 2 is to handle the influx of crates from 3 that actually have gold in them. Okay. We're going to go with 3. I've just got a gut feeling 3 had more about it. There was a bit more of a buzz around 3 than there was about 2 and 1. So all 3 warehouses are involved in the operation as part of a production chain, but Warehouse 3 particularly has more shit going on. Mycroft just sits around the corner laughing at Sherry. Yeah, he's sat there going, which one is it? And he's like, oh god, what a simpleton. Doesn't he know it's over there? Doesn't he know that the answer isn't either of any of them? None of the above? It's the hidden option. And we're like, god damn you, Mycroft. Fuck off, rigging the game. Okay, well that's not the door. That's not the way in. Is this the way in? Ah. Do. Oh, they're all dead. I just skipped the combat because I do not like the combat. Panzer... He was probably at Warehouse 1. Ugh. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Like, you know, come on, game. You gave me 3 places to check, and each one had suspicious activity around all of them, and you need me to guess. Well, I live with my choices. We failed. It was probably Warehouse 1. I'm gonna be honest. Because I don't think it would have been 2. I think it still makes sense that it wasn't 2, because 2 was, you know, the people there were clueless about why the crates were heavy. 1 is where they're shipping everything out of, but I would have thought that stuffing the, where do we need to go? The Chronicle. I would have thought that stuffing the crates with the gold would have been worth overseeing, because sealed crates arriving at the ship out point, how's the boss going to oversee sealed crates? He wants to oversee the sealing of the crates, surely. So that makes no sense to me, but okay, whatever, game. Fuck you. Guy probably just went outside to the lavatory. Yeah, that's it. He was like, oh, shit happened.
I sought out the Eel's warehouse, but alas, Friedrich Panzer was nowhere to be found.
So I heard. I must say, this is a distinctly underwhelming outcome. Your brother expected better from you.
Yeah, well, I expect my brother to shut the fuck up.
Ever to Mycroft's satisfaction, so little has changed.
Since you're here, Mr. Holmes, how about an interview? Strictly on background? Get to know the real you. Mycroft is rather tight-lipped, as you know.
There's a lot of things tight about Mycroft.
Mycroft's currency, and he does not disperse it like...
Wait, no, that came out way wrong.
Face lie without hesitation if it advances his cause. As for your request, I'm afraid the real me pales in comparison to your vivid imagination. An interview would do us both a disservice.
Perhaps it's best to let the mystery be. Now, on to other matters. We have another case for you. Are you interested?
Fine.
I'd never hear the end of it from Mycroft if I declined, so please, Miss Sertle, fill me in.
I cannot.
Gotta admit, that case has really pissed me off.
The contents of this envelope were for your eyes.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of pissed off.
I can merely wish you a clear mind and a fleet foot.
It really has. That was a rigged mission. That pisses me off. It really does. Like, if there was a detail that I overlooked, I can live with that. But there was no detail to be overlooked there. It was just, hey, you've got 3 warehouses. Investigate all of them, find that there's shit at all of them, and then guess. Fuck you, game. I'm so salty. Alright, Mycroft can fuck off for a while. I'm gonna go do something else. But what is this quest? Let's have a look. He wants me to find the book by FD, red cover, and John has challenged me with this task. Oh my god, not you two, John. You're in my brain, you're supposed to be my ally. Assignment to an undercover agent disappeared a few days ago. Task to find out what happened. Retrieve a sensitive item he was carrying. Missing agent last seen leaving a bookshop. And the old city and eastern end of Cito Street. Description: Angelo Dondolo, a short man of Italian or oh my god, Italians again. I'm blaming the Italians for this mess. I don't like Italians. I'm joking. I love them. They're great people. I'm not going back on that. Had a stack of books with him, wore a green hat, distinctive sign of tattoo of 7 stars on his right forearm. Ooh. Sensitive item, a book by FD, has a red cover. Okay. I'm salty about that, I really am. Let's get on with the main mission. Vogel wants us to go to his art gallery. Let's see, so where is it? It's at the Caravanserai, the crossroads of Bazaar and Hermes Avenue. Right, yeah, I know where that is. That's down here. And there's a coin there. Interesting. Okay, well, let's not go dressed as a gangster. Let's put this back on. There we go. Internet says it was 2 in the end. So the more men clue was worth... It was the only thing worth anything. Yeah, like if we had a little bit more information to go on, like if it had have said in this file, he's paranoid, likes to oversee the operation himself, and rolls deep, then I might have actually twigged on that. But saying he wants to oversee the operation itself, and then we look like, oh, that must be where they're filling the fish. Dress up as a sailor as replay to his game. I'm tempted. Don't tempt me like that. I'm tempted. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go here and go. Now you've said that, I've got to see. Like, if the game rewards that kind of dickery with a special bit of chit chat, I'm all for it. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Hello.
Let's pick something that suits you.
Have you got any sailor outfits? Preferably, you know, one of the moon variety. Show up in a freaking... wearing a Sailor Moon outfit. Like a Japanese schoolgirl with a big wand. Hello. I'm here. Green hair and everything in pigtails, yeah. And they're like, wait, wrong sailor. We need this then. I'm gonna rent that. Boosh. And... do we do this? Oh my god. Even better. I kind of want to, like, go pirate. I could dress up as a full-on pirate. Do we have anything really piratical clothing-wise? I don't think there is there? There's nothing, like, outfit-wise. It's just the hat. It's just the hat. Wasn't this a dress-up party? I'm not entirely sure, actually. Maybe it was. I don't think it was, though. I think he just sent the guy dressed as a sailor just to kind of play a weird game with us. It's got to be mutton chops. I'm actually going to buy those. Even though they don't really bespeak sailor. Yeah. It is tempting to get the pirate hat on. No.
A good choice. A good choice.
Alright. So we're gonna put on... Wait, I thought I rented the sailor outfit. Where is it? I bet because I just bought something, I just... yeah.
Let's pick something that suits you.
Probably undid it. Rent. There we go. Done.
Don't leave.
Wait. What? What is going on? Why won't it let me rent it?
Don't pass. Let's pick something.
Eh? What is going on? That sucks. Alright, fine, I'll buy it then. For the gag.
Choice. A good choice indeed.
Don't miss out on the best carpets on the island.
No. I was going to say maybe because I was wearing the thing that I should be returning, but no, we weren't wearing it. We were wearing this. I don't know what the hell was going on there. That was weird. This here is more of a sailor thing, so we'll put that on. We'll take the scars off, because that doesn't help. John, you're coming with me. Yes. Mariner John. Maybe we're in debt from renting. I don't understand how the renting system works then. I thought we figured out that when you, like, when you rent an outfit, if you rent a different one, it returns the previous one, because that's what happened. But maybe they're time limited, and I just happened... Let's see, does it tell me anything about renting here? It doesn't, does it? What if I'm in the purchase screen?
Let's pick something that suits you.
No, there's no help button there. I wonder if I can only rent outfits that have that circle icon on it. I don't like the description of this outfit, by the way. Semen all over. What? When you walk to the gallery, start singing YMCA. So, yeah. I don't know. I don't know why it wouldn't let me do that. Like, because I have no option to return this. And there's no other options to deal... Oh god, I just put that on, didn't I? Dummy. I have no option to return it. Yeah, this is gonna work for us, I think. So we go down here. Let's do this. It might be because you could rent the stuff to help with a quest. Maybe? Yeah. It might be that. It's like, no, you can only rent it if you really need it. So this is the caravanserai. Okay. Well, it's a pretty small art gallery. Just a clock and a plant and a candelabra. Not really worth visiting, I think. Not worth the price of admission. Oh, wait, there's more here.
Mr. Holmes, you came. Oh, how kind.
Sinister.
Though now, of course, I realize it is because of my game, not the works on display.
It needn't be one or the other. Your man's disguise was easily debunked, Mr. Vogel, but
And then I
shall
stole it.
admit that you planted in me the seed of curiosity.
Ah, terrific. I had no doubt you'd put the pieces together. Let us call it an opening gambit before the real game begins.
So, this little game of yours, what's it about?
An enigma to solve. A locked area in the basement with no windows found brutally vandalized. I have no clue how it was possible.
What was in the basement?
And this locked area downstairs, what exactly was it?
The under gallery. It's always shut, and I'm the only one with the key.
Ah, so this is your private collection, not part of the gallery.
Oh, no. It's an exclusive exhibition of eccentric pieces. Only a select cadre of artists, investors, and collectors are admitted. Not everyone deserves to have their eyes opened.
It's a collection of artifacts from the Cthulhian mythos. Wait, we haven't played that game yet. You'll not comment it like some madman.
What about this intrusion? What happened?
Last night, I was about to leave the gallery when I heard a noise downstairs. I went to the basement, but I didn't see anything out of the ordinary. It was admittedly a rudimentary inspection. It is not uncommon to get rats down there, so seeing nothing of note, I left and locked up the building. When I returned this morning, alas, I discovered that part of the exhibition had been torched, and there was no sign of the intruder. The mystery being, of course, that all the doors to the gallery were locked exactly as I left them.
And the door to the basement is the only entrance?
Correct. Tell me you're not intrigued.
Well, this matter is certainly within my wheelhouse.
This intrusion troubles me. Please take a look around if you're willing. The under gallery is through the door at the end.
I will see what I see.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, you're dressed as a sailor, don't care. Well, fine then, he's gonna be just like that. I'll just, whatever. Dressing up for him, but, you know, fine. Spoil it, why don't you? Jesus. John, you're back to being an ice cream man. One of us has to dress stupidly. Let's see, what do we got? Guardian Spirit of the Waters. A Dylan Redden. Love and Pain. Evard Munch. The Yellow Christ. It's like somebody's kid's drawing, but okay. What do I know about art? Grave of a suicide victim. Ooh. That's actually quite evocative looking. I like that. I like the contrast. I like the bright whiteness of the flower and then the stormy, broody, darkening background. I'd actually like that on my wall. Pope Formosus and Stephen VI. Jean-Paul Lorenz. And this has no annotation. Okay. So which way did we come in? We came in from there. What about this statue behind? No? Okay.
I wish I could show you the gallery under different circumstances, but life is beautiful in its unpredictability, isn't it?
Isn't it just? So, as with all Holmes mysteries, when you eliminate, you know, all of the variables, whatever remains, however unlikely, must be the answer, right? But what he's saying, there's no other way in or out. It's like, well, there must be. You just haven't found it yet. You can't deal in absolutes like that. You have to entertain the thought that there's a secret entrance you don't know about. The apparition.
You sure you don't like art, Sherry?
Well, I like that picture he was looking at, but... And that's not bad, the apparition. Oh my. Oh my. The origin of the world. That's porn. That's what that is. That's filth. Oh my. Butts. The Bollington from behind. Yes, that's Bollington's behind, alright. Luncheon on the grass. Nice butt. Exactly, yeah. Another butt. And in front of the lady as well. How scandalous. Alright, well, fair enough. I'm guessing this is the way to the downstairs area. Can I go through here? Nope. Alright.
Back home, we've got a taxidermist. He's gonna have a heart attack when he sees what I bring him.
What? AC Swineburn Room. This is where they burn the swines. Oh my god. What are you playing at here, John? Seriously. That's kind of gross as well. Is this part of the exhibition? A freaking...
A simplistic attempt at provocation.
Yeah. Is it for shock value? Is it a commentary on the brutality of the sea or life in general? Look. The coal boiler. Oh, the Barnsleyman in me is right at home in the coal oil.
Old, and hasn't been used for a long time.
Is this part of the art exhibition? The toil of man? There are 3 things to look at. Supposedly. Oh, but somebody left and came back. So we have footprints going one way and coming back the other way, apparently.
The left step's length is shorter than the right. It indicates that the walker was lame.
Some years ago, I was at a Berlin museum with some streamers after TwitchCon. Of course, one girl was just taking a picture of statues' butts. Of course. You've got to do. Got to collect all the butts. So there's a tarp of some kind
The
here.
true artist never shows an unfinished piece.
I see, yeah. And then we've got the bondage room. Oh, I found out who did it. It was the skeleton. It was the spoop. It was Edgar Allan Poe, apparently. No, wait, he's still alive at this point, right?
How about some company in that dreary chamber of yours?
Also,
Leave my loneliness unbroken, John.
you see the coal handprint. I think I know what happened here.
Handprint of the thing from another world. But it looks fresh, and its coal origin ruins the effect of the extra mundane.
Yeah, and it's probably not part of the actual thing itself, in fact. Slightly moved. Yeah. So, person broke in through the old boiler hatch
Closed with
entrance.
a metal bolt.
And there are footprints inside.
Footprints. Size 9.5.
And scratches on the door. Magnet filings. So they used a magnet to open the bolt from the inside. To pull it open, right? 'Cause it's a sliding bolt. Which means somebody knew this place. They knew what was down here. They came in. They went over there and hid. The noises that the guy heard was the guy fiddling with the bolt, right? He hid in here, closed the lid, and then opened it again once the museum was closed and torched part of the exhibit and left via the same exit.
Sodden and mold-ridden. One presumes deliberately.
Yes. The transient nature of art. There's a commentary on it, like, nothing lasts forever, not even precious artwork. And should it? Or does it simply become something else? Okay, I found the Skyrim dungeon.
The parasites of creativity. Or just a reflection of the artist's recreational interests.
He's growing shrooms. That's how he makes the art. This is the special fuel. Oh, yes, the classic.
Saturn devouring his son. Grim composition.
Overused, I think, in a lot of video game media.
Ferocity, yet somehow beautiful.
It is very overused, though. Like, that gets used in so many video games. Like, if you need a scene with art, Saturn devouring his son is gonna be in there. Okay, so lots and lots of fire. What have we got here first? There. Oh! A ciggy. We're looking for a smoker.
Fingerprints. I think we're looking for a man with a cold moustache. A Malpal butt.
A Malpa. Alright. Frame is empty. Somebody stole.
Sheer vandalism. Only an ignorant person could do such a thing.
No, but this wasn't sheer vandalism. If the frame is empty, this vandalism was used to cover up a theft. Chain is fragile. Paintings were hung here. Okay. Can we determine anything about the paintings? So So is this where they hang them to dry or something? Why would they be hanging paintings on hooks like that? That's kind of weird. I mean, I guess they did the same over here, right? So they'd be hanging the hook, like the frame ends on the hooks. Yeah, it's probably overused because it's free to use. Exactly, it's a free asset, so... And of course it's Vogel, he's weird. Yeah, that's true. But this... Is there a piece of evidence I should be working off of? So let's see. Located a coffin with a skeleton inside had been slightly moved, the coffin lid, and someone had left a Coley handprint, and there was a coal hatch in the IY Franco room and was bolted closed, but on the inside of the door, fresh scratches with magnet filings inside. Someone had left several footprints. Coal prints had been trailed from there into the room. The left step is shorter than the right, indicates lameness. Most of the painting in a wild room had been removed from the hangers. Right, so they were hanging over there and they were brought over to the others and piled up and set on fire. One of the frames is empty. Near them, we found a Malpal cigarette butt with a coal fingerprint. Okay, so... yeah, is there anything else we determine now that we've pinned that? Oh, looky here. Oh, that's the lamp. Okay, I'm like, what is that? Uh-huh. The O Wilde room. I'm guessing the Oscar Wilde room. Oh, there's a thingy. Right, okay, we do this. I was just thinking, is there going to be like a putting together of the scene shit? Yeah. So let's see what we can see. First, person come out. And they knocked the shovel over, which would have been propped up against there. What other options are there here? Why would we even... oh. Do we think he's fucking with us? Like, it's either someone who's lame or he didn't measure the footprint and just like stomp, 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 stomp. That's a heck of an assumption to leap to, though, with no other evidence. Somebody came in from the outside. But it could be him that's staging it. Time to lay on the floor of this dank and moist dungeon where you don't know what Vogel did on it. Yummy. And then the assailant got in there to hide and wait out Vogel checking. He probably heard Vogel coming and was like, oh shit, hide. We know the assailant wouldn't have come from there. Vogel came in checking the place and was like, oh, no, nobody's here. And the guy piled up all the shit over here. But again, the other option is Vogel did this, of course. Insurance fraud? It could be. Man might have been in debt, and he might have had good insurance on all this art, on this exhibit. But we have no other information that suggests that, so we'll go with this.
The intruder entered the basement through the coal chute. He used a magnet to open the hatch bolt. He accidentally pushed a shovel to the floor. Vogel heard the noise. At the sound of his approaching footsteps, the intruder hid inside the coffin. When Vogel entered the basement, he failed to notice anything strange and left without properly checking. The The intruder waited
Seems
until
unlikely,
Vogel had
though.
left the caravanserai before burning the paintings in Wilde's room. But the vandalism was a cover for the theft.
And if it is Vogel, it will come out in the investigation, right? If there was a theft. The other alternative is, yes, Vogel did this just as part of playing a game with us. He's challenging us. You know, to be like, let's see how good you are. And set up a fake crime scene, which means there was no theft. That was just an empty frame he threw in there to be like, yeah, let's see if he picks up on that. But if we're going to play his game, we're not just going to say you did this because we have no evidence of that. We'll just say this is what happened. And then he might say, and I staged it all, haha. And I'll be like, yeah, we kind of were entertaining the possibility. John, what are you actually doing though, bro?
We've got a taxidermist. He's gonna have a
Seriously.
heart attack when he sees what I bring him.
Calm down, John. Alright. Do we have Mind Palace? We do. A smoker with a limp. And coaly footprints. Well, we're definitely looking for a Barnsleyman then. Or it could be from Newcastle. You never know. Alright, Vogel.
The
Let's-
pieces
let's
are
wrap.
not what I expected.
What do you think my collection is about?
I mean, you know, the fact that we've got a dead fish hanging on the freak, or dead shark, rather, grossly just dripping shit on the floor, and the fact that we have a dead body in a coffin that is a skeleton, you have mushrooms growing in a plant pot, you have a painting that's been subjected to water drips and it's getting moldy. It's about decay. It's not about death particularly, it's about decay. But it could also be about decadence. Because we've got, the, you know, Saturn devouring his son, you know, and that's kind of decadent. But is it, though? That's death. What the collection is about? For sure, it's about perversion. Yeah, because we have the bed, right? We have the bed. The bed looked nice and clean and ready for action. So it could be about decadence. And ultimately where decadence ends is that it ends. You know, it leads to nothing but decay and ruin and death. So to say it's about decay, it's like, well, that's the process. This is what it's about. Because a decadent person would just have shit lying around that they don't care about. They don't care for it. They just want it to have it. They don't appreciate it. And hence decay happens around you. Decadence leads to decay. It led to the fall of the Roman Empire. So
Dozens of priceless works amassed simply for the sake of it and presented without care. It's not about the art, it's about excess, yes?
I don't know.
Well, that's absurd. Of course you know. It's your gallery.
There is no one answer, no singular truth, but many filtered through the subjective mind. That forgetting.
and that's the point of art. It's whatever you take away from it. It's not what the artist tries to tell you. That's preaching.
Interesting.
What's wrong with a lie? It corrupts the ability of others to behave freely and rationally.
Men never act freely and rationally anyway.
Freedom is a
Matters
myth.
not what is or isn't.
You're free
in
to
the
do as
end.
you are told.
The only important thing is how you feel. And I simply want to feel and consume as much as I can. Don't you?
That's
Feelings are
decadence.
simply one's animal ancestry trying to wrest back control of the brain. I try to avoid the distraction.
You try not to feel, even in a place like this? None of it moves you?
To be frank, I struggle to maintain even a whit of interest in art.
But Mr. Holmes, it is joy incarnate, mankind's greatest achievement.
Mankind's highest
Bear in
achievement
mind we haven't
above
gone to
all others
space
is
yet.
objective and rational thought.
I see then why you dislike art, for it means whatever you want it to.
Or perhaps, Mr. Vogel, I was lying.
Aha.
Oh.
Mr. Vogel, my investigation has revealed that the intrusion was not merely vandalism, but theft. The limping visitor left your place with a canvas.
That's very impressive.
Let's start with the break-in.
The intruder entered the basement through the coal chute. He used a magnet to open the latch and dislodged the shovel while doing so. That's the noise you heard yesterday. When you went downstairs to investigate, he hid in the coffin.
It seems I should have checked the space more thoroughly.
This thief was familiar with the gallery and he was sporting a limp. Do any of your clients or artists come to mind?
Or the janitor.
Why? Your attention to detail is remarkable, Mr. Holmes. I should introduce you to Bosch's works. Alas, I'm afraid I cannot suggest a culprit.
The fire was a clever attempt to hide a stolen painting, even if it didn't fool me. I found the remnants of an empty frame in the pile of ashes. The canvas had been removed. Do you know which paintings in the Wild Room may have interested a thief? Were any particularly expensive?
Those pieces belong to a well-known artist named Boniface Mercurio. They're controversial, but not of a notably high value.
There's something more, is there not? I can see it in your eyes.
Indeed. There is another intriguing angle. I recently received an anonymous offer for one of Mercurio's works. The sum was more than fair, and indeed could have saved Mercurio from his artistic poverty. But he declined it.
Was it a performative whim? Some artists lionize pain and hardship as if their work would be worse after a meal and a hot bath.
I cannot tell. But not only did he refuse the deal, he insisted on displaying the painting in the public space. I was hoping to change his mind, but artists are a special breed of stubborn.
See you later, Your Honor. Sorry I missed your message there. If you're still around, have a good night. We'll probably be finishing soon here anyway. And we'll see you next time. Back on Saturday. So, describe the painting.
What was depicted in the piece?
A bound woman wrapped in robes being
Shibari.
penetrated by a red devil that stared at us, the viewer. The beast had numerous tails growing from his back, and a large crowd gathered around the pair, silently watching the orgiastic scene.
Okay, well, given the nature of the other works on display, it's hard to see why that one stood out. What could possibly be its value?
The evaluation of art is very subjective, Mr. Holmes. After all, art is everything. A poem, a bruise,
Like that
the
belongs
beads
on
of
somebody's
sweat on a
fridge.
beloved skin.
Have a
Even
particularly proud
masterfully
parent.
solved crime.
I'm not sure I see the connection.
Regardless, the painting was one of a series called The Sabbath Night in Cordona. The works depict sex, violence, and other controversial acts that life, for better or worse, contains.
Ah, I see.
I'm not sure that you do, but that can wait for another time.
So where can I find Boniface Mercurio?
I know he lives somewhere in Old City, but couldn't be more specific. He's a prominent figure, so finding him shouldn't be a problem.
Well, I believe I have enough to begin. Thank you, Mr. Vogel. Your gallery certainly has unexpected depths.
I'm delighted to have
It's
been
as
able
deep
to
as a
please
coal
friend.
chute.
In return, I expect you to come back with good news. Or at least with a good story.
Okay. Key evidence collected. We should have all evidence. Nice. So we need to look up Mercurio's address. Yeah. Alright, we got everything we can get from this place. So if he doesn't know where he lives, we can probably get the address from, like, a citizen's register at City Hall. Yeah. That'll be the way to go, I think. Alright. Well, like I said, we're going to be ending here. So let's save the game and go back to the main menu.